So, slightly controversial one, maybe a little bit too much information for some people. So if you're a little bit squeamish, then maybe stop watching. But if you are interested in menstrual cups, then keep watching. Basically, I only discovered my menstrual cup probably about 18 months ago, maybe. But now I'm like, how on earth did I get to this age and only discover it as late as that? If I could go back, I wish I'd tried it a long time ago. So I thought I'd share with you ladies, in case you haven't tried, so you can join in if you think it's for you. Basically, I did a little bit of research on the subject. I actually found some videos there's a girl called Bree on YouTube. If you just literally go on YouTube, search Bree, Bree, a menstrual cup, there's a girl on there. She's only ever so young, but she is literally an expert in menstrual cups. She'll tell you all about all the different brands. All I can tell you about is the one that I chose. So using her information and advice, I decided to go for the brand that's called the Diva cup. Don't know if you can see it, but it's written just inside there. The one we have more commonly, I suppose, is in the UK, is the Moon cup. So some people just call it a Moon cup because that's kind of the leading brand in the UK. But again, after seeing Bree's advice, I chose the Diva cup because I thought it would be a slightly better shape for myself. The rim on it's just slightly more of a sort of elongated shape than the Moon cup is. And I thought, I don't know, it just seemed softer as well. And to be honest, I was really pleased with my choice. As I said, can't live without it now. This one mistake I did make though is I ignored the guidelines. It comes in size 1 or size 2. And size 2 is meant to be for if you're over 30 or had a baby or both. And I have actually had both, but I still ignored the advice and went for a size 1 because I don't know, I just thought, I freaked that a size 2 might be massive. But actually the size 1 was a little bit, it just kind of slipped a little bit, which is why I'm showing you this one, because I'm actually using 2 at the moment. Yeah, size 2, if you are put off by that, size 2, the difference is just minimal, but it is enough just to keep it in place where it's meant to be. Obviously, like it goes inside like a tampon and collects your bleed, I suppose. There's no sort of nicer way to put it, really. Kind of similar to how a tampon would, but actually you can leave them in longer than a tampon. You can leave them in up to 12 hours. It's one of those things that when I first started using it, I was like a bit creeped out by the thought of it. I thought it might be a bit, I don't know, just a bit rank, like emptying it out and stuff. But actually, as soon as I started using it, I just found it really interesting to see exactly what was coming out and how much, and you get a bit kind of obsessed with checking it and stuff when you first start with it. But now I've got used to it, it just seems completely normal, and actually the thought of tampons now seems a bit rank, to be honest, because these are just seem so much cleaner. And the other great thing about it, just show you again, so you can see the Diva cup, it's nice, it's so soft, you can see how flexible that is. And I even warm it up when I'm about to use it. I just give it a rinse under the warm tap, so it softens and moistens it a little bit, just makes it easier to pop in. Yeah, what was I going to say? So then it's got little air holes at the top. Don't know if you can see them. It's got tiny little air holes which just help when you're getting it out, and it's also got this ridged I don't know what you call that, like an extended bit so that you've got something to grab to get it out. But actually you can trim that down, and I've actually, on the one that I use, I've trimmed it right down so that it's more comfortable. That's up to you. I mean, I've found the ridges are enough to get it out with. I don't need that extended bit sticking out there. Just rinse out in between each time you empty it. You'll find you need to empty it more or less often depending on how heavy you are at that stage in your cycle. And then, yeah, when you've finished your cycle, you can either just boil it, which is what I do. I just boil it for like 10 minutes in a pan of hot water, or you can sterilise it using Milton sterilisers, or you can actually buy a Diva wash. Also comes, the Diva one comes in a nice little sort of bag, so when I've finished I just pop it away, ready for next month. I love the fact I don't need to think, oh, I've come on, I need to now go the shops, chemist, and stock up on tampons. Obviously these are, I think it was about £20, maybe £22 or something like that, so it is obviously a bit of a gamble, because until you try it you don't know if you're going to get on with it or not, I suppose, and it's quite a lot of money to pay up front, but if you do get on with it like I do, then you never have to buy tampons or pads again. So well, they advise to change it like every 5 years or so. I suppose it's entirely up to you how often, if at all, you change it, because as long as you're keeping it clean, there's no real need to. I can't see. So yeah, you end up saving loads of money and time and effort in the future, and it obviously helps the environment because you're not throwing away you know, tampons and towels all the time every month. So yeah, I just love mine. It just it feels so natural. It doesn't leak. Well, I'll say it doesn't leak. If perhaps overnight at my heaviest point it might do maybe a little sometimes, but no different to how the same would happen with a tampon in that case. But yeah, there's tons of brands out there. If you're interested in trying, don't necessarily go straight for the Diva cup. Do have a look at Bree's videos, or just do your own research online. I do think in this country it's something we're actually really behind on, because when I did the research, it seems like other countries, they've got like tons and tons of different brands that you can just pop into your local chemist or supermarket and buy, whereas here we only have the Moon Cup, is all you can buy. I got my Diva cup from Amazon, I think. So yeah, I actually even wonder if somehow like the tampon companies have got some reason to, some power to stop them being sold or something like that, because obviously if we all switch to these, there's no need for tampons anymore. That's my theory anyway. But yeah, I'd love to hear if you use them already, if you use one already, and if you do, what brand, or if you've tried it and you didn't get on, obviously share your stories all about it, because it might help other people that are considering giving it a try. And yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, let us know how you get on and if you try it. Thank you very much. See you.